Welcome back, everyone. Today I have another video, and we're going with Rebecca again. Yeah, I have a new layout, so if you, let me know in the comments if you do like the new layout that I have, or if it's too much. Just let me know. I am testing new things. We have new sponsors, so yeah. So let's go back into Rebecca. So this deck, I just wanted to test it out because a lot of people are gonna be flocking to Rebecca because it's a cool deck. It's a really heavy control deck that we haven't experienced right now in this format, like in One Piece at the moment. So it is like a breath of new air for the game. However, it is a very, some people might have a problem with this deck because it is very slow. It wins by attrition, and it's eventually when they have like all the combo cards that they need, they can just go for game because they have just outgrind the opponent to death. Basically, is what it comes down to. And this is the deck that I have for that. So it's basically just all the Dressrosa cards that you can have, and a couple of outliers that are not Dressrosa. Issue could be any other card that you want. Like, this is not a spot. Like, it could be every card is gonna have a spot that you're gonna play, that you play on this slot. Like, you can play like Sakatsuki, like Kusan. You can play Isho. You can play any bomb that you play here. It's gonna have a good like reason to play it, right? However, I think Isho is good in this deck because it's better against your worst matchups, and the worst matchup being something like Nami. Nami is definitely one of your worst matchups because you don't get to apply as much pressure because it's Rebecca. So this one allows you to be on play, discard them 2 cards, maybe some of the good ones. Against yellow, maybe you get to snipe something good, and you also have the ability to minus with the Isho, and then you get to reach all the cards with your removal spells. So it is a very decent card. It is a very good card for what it's worth. I only play it as a 2 because I mean you don't have space for too much more. The deck, it really wins the other ways, but I think it's a decent card, good enough to make the cut. You can play any other blue or black bomb that you play on this spot is also gonna be good. So it is up to like everyone's preference on this slot, I think. The rest of the deck is just Dressrosa cards. Luffy is your win condition. Kairos is your second win condition, really. Like, if you have a good early game early on where you can play a couple of these guys, they really like, they pile up. They become a problem if you have two out. They start becoming a problem because every turn you can attack for 2, and they don't really die unless you're playing against a blue deck. They're not really gonna die. And you do play a lot of blockers. If possible, you could play more because one of the weaknesses for Rebecca that I've noticed is that people are gonna attack you for like big numbers. So if you're only counting on like comboing out of hand to do that, eventually you're gonna run out of cards. So you do have to play a lot of blockers. I've been thinking of maybe upping this up to 4. I don't know how important Leo is going to be. I don't know if Zoro is going to be played widely. And I don't even know if you need it against Zoro. But you do need enough names to make Orlumbus like a better card. So that's why I would say, like, okay, maybe you do need it because of Orlumbus. But still, it is what it is. You do have to accommodate for that, right? Sabo is still like one of the win conditions on the deck too, because this is the one that is going to block and draw your card, and then you start attacking with this one too, because eventually that's what it comes down to. And if it needs to be a blocker, it is a blocker. But definitely your win condition is Luffy. That's the best one that you have in combination with King Kong. It is used for different you go for game with this card with different ways. Ones where they are 0, that just gives you more stats. Or you can just give any of your cards double strike, dual attack, so they take 2 damage. That is just very important. The best one is with Luffy because you get to restand them and then attack twice, basically for a big number. That's the best that you can do with this leader. But yeah, it's just a really long deck that is going to take a lot of time to win. And it's going to take a lot of mental exhaustion on you because eventually you're going to start making small misplays here and there. And they'll pile up. Like, that's how this leader wins. When the opponent starts making one mistake here, one mistake there, eventually everything cracks up. And that's just, it is what it is. But yeah, let's go see some gameplay and see what I'm talking about. All right, this should be a decent matchup for us. Definitely Flamingo doesn't have as much value as other decks, but Sabo is going to be really important for us to win this matchup. Or Lumbus is also very good in this matchup, but I mean, we have to draw it, right? We'll play this one and we'll do the ability. There you go. Although the Luffy, that's fine. Luffy is also important, but or Lumbus is also as important because they don't have an easy way to KO him, and he does get to KO a couple of cards for free. Well, he's playing Mr. Pink, eh? An interesting fella to play. Definitely comboing, but I don't know what yet. I don't want to combo their Lumbus yet. Use this one, use the leader, get something else, let him go. Now he could attack my Orlumbus here and be very annoying. That is an option. That is always an option. I have a lot of Sabos, but I know Sabo is going to be really good eventually. So that's why I'm like, I want to keep them. They're going to be really good at the end of the game. Now he's going to try to KO their Lumbus here. I should take this one so I can get like enough counter power maybe so I can... He either spends his whole turn trying to remove it, or he has to do a weird number. And he did a weird number. Now we do get a lot of value here with Orlumbus. We can play Kaya, KO Kaya, attack this guy, Senior Pink. Well, maybe we tap Senior, we KO Senior Pink. Or we can do King Kong actually. I like that. So we play. No, wait. How much mana do we have? Yeah, okay, so that works. We play Kaya. Draw 2, discard 2. Oh, all of these cards are good. I'm gonna keep these Sabos because I know they're gonna be important. I guess I'll get rid of the Gaiast. Then we go Orlumbus to do -4 on Queen. Oh, I need to sack himself? I guess. It's fine. This play is worth it because this removes all the pressure here. And then next turn I get to do the A-drop. And I should be fine. Unless he gives me his whole hand trying to protect this guy. Which, again, it could be a play, but, I mean, it's fine. I mean, he doesn't have to give me his whole hand. He can just give me a 2K, I mean a 4K, and a 2 and a 1. But I don't think it's worth, but I mean, he could. And now we got the Kairos out, which Kairos is going to be really good for us. Again, this matchup is not about winning early, because we are not. Just about surviving. And I don't think my opponent knows the Kairos effect. Definitely to our advantage here. I would have comboed the 2K here. But yeah, he should know that this is a card that is going to be on the meta for a couple of... Tap the leader. I guess he could have tried to KO it with abilities, but I mean, it's whatever. Now we do get to play Isho and then use... or Rebecca's ability. Get a Luffy. We got a Queen and a blocker, which is really good for us. We don't need to attack. This game is not about killing him fast. It's just about like eventually killing him, honestly. That's what it is about. If he attacks with this one, I just get to attack it back. And then he has to waste cards. That's why he's really good. Like I also have the option to just use him for removal. So like this deck is just gonna have it's gonna have a hard time against that. We have Senior Pink. which again is a decent card, but I mean he doesn't have rush, so who cares? He has only 5 cards in hand. That's what matters in this matchup, just how many cards do you have in hand versus how many you don't. Alkan takes a couple of hits now because we're gonna be tapping out, but after this we should be able to win the game. And he's not gonna attack with this one. Yeah, that's what I thought. Now we have 13. 13 is not 14, some would say. I mean, we attack Senior Pink, right? And the other one, why not? I mean, we have a lot of use here. If he tries to save Senior Pink, that's gonna be an easy one for us. But he's definitely not gonna. I mean, he has enough counter power here to maybe save him. But I don't mind if he does that. Oh, he is gonna. I mean, sure, but I just get to restand it. And I guess I don't have another Luffy for a couple of turns. For what it's worth. But I don't mind. This one requires 2 cards. This one requires less, so I'm just gonna attack that one. Like if he does want to save this guy, he's gonna take another 4 and a 2. Very specific amount of cards. Which he does though. Oh no, he just. Oh, he uses treble ability. Is that what it did? It's not once per turn when an opponent attacks. Oh, that's pretty cool. I mean, if he attacks Dekaya, I'm the happiest person in this planet, to be honest. But now I just sit behind the Sabos, and I should be fine to win. Even if he freezes my cards, like freezing the Luffy doesn't matter. I guess it's very thematic with the anime. I like that. A 2 and a 1. I do want to play Sabo because Sabo draws cards and refuels our hand. Now this way we force the treble attack. We're gonna let it die. I just needed to force the treble attack so I can attack it, and then that way we can. Okay, I take the 2K. We do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we do this much. If he can save it, he can save it. Oh yeah, I don't mind that. And then we play Sabo, and we slowly climb the mountain. Well, this can search for another Luffy for what it's worth. But it's fine. Rebecca will find us a Luffy eventually. Block. That's what I was saying with this deck. So we play the blocker, we do Rebecca's ability, get the Luffy, get Sabo going. Let's play Rebecca. I guess we just, I don't know. Let's just get rid of Rebecca. It is whatever, I guess. And now the blockers are good. Everything else is good. So the 2K, I guess. And then we do 7. And we do whatever with this. Isho, whatever number is with Isho. I guess that's the other way. He gets to Pong Gibson, my guy. But I don't mind. It is time to attack the leader. For what it's worth, it's now Flamingo time. Might be. But I can just KO Flamingo with Isho, I think. No, I'm missing a minus ability here to be able to KO the Flamingo. But I can just KO Flamingo with Luffy? No. That's not gonna happen either. We'll see. He plays this one. Interesting. I assume he's gonna go after the blocker. I don't know why he is so obsessed with that one though. Guess I don't mind if he. So I will deploy this one. He will have to tap it here. He gets to tap something for free, but it's not my blocker, so I don't care. I'll attack it though, because it is annoying. I could have attacked with Luffy, but I don't want to expose it. Next turn, if he plays the Don Flamingo, I just get to kill Flamingo for free. We use Rebecca's ability, we get this guy out, and then we attack with Isho. I'll let him go. Slowly but surely, that's how you win with this deck. It might be boring for some people, but I mean, I do like control decks in this manner. They're just good. He freezes 3 cards. Now we get to KO it for free, however. I mean, just attack. 13. I do want him to give me some cards, so I will take some cards here. Okay, well, here. And then we KO him for free. I mean, we have to take cards out of his hand eventually, so we have to kind of bait him into doing that. Now I assume he's going to play another one. And we keep this dance back and forth until he runs out of flamingos. And then that's when we win the game. It is what it is. I guess I could combo this guy. He's not gonna play a 10 drop, so who cares? Oh, well, ain't that a card? I was not expecting that. Sure, whatever. Finally, our Lumbus. So now we get to use this. KO our Kairos. Choose this one. KO this one. Tap the stage. Use this to removal. And then we'll use this one to get another card. Now this works with our Lumbus. So wait, how many cards in deck? We're good. Well, let's get the gun. And then attack with this one. If he attacks with everything on this one, that's good for me. So yeah, I'm good here. We do have to find another Luffy, which we have all 3 on deck, so it's close to the rotation. We should be close to finishing this game. Now we're just going through the motions at this point. It took us a while to find their Lumbus, but now it should be okay. Like I have to find another of the swords, I guess. Sure, I'll take it. There you go. Wait, I have swords. I have enough swords here. So yeah, just kill this guy, and then play Sabo, so nothing get destroyed. We have our Lumbus in case something happens to the first one. I honestly don't know what to pitch. Is it you? And I guess the second or Lumbus, who cares? I mean, at this point I'm playing with my food, I guess. I can just attack for 5, 5, 12, 12. Next turn I just go for game. I don't need to make this one so long. He does have a lot of cards in hand, so he's been making it difficult. But next turn for sure he just is over. Even if he plays a Flamingo, I just go Gum everything into Sabo and win the game. I highly doubt that he's gonna be able to get combo down. But that's Rebecca. Rebecca is a long game deck. It's an eventually I will win the game. Sure, whatever, you kill that one. Now I just go Gon. Oh wait, can you please give one of your Dressrosa guys infinite attack? An attack for game. Yeah, I mean, that's this point. It was just a matter of time. Okay, and we're gonna play against Queen, and I had to do this video 2-speed over because it was the longest game that I played in the simulator. I think that was crazy how long this game took, and it was not for lack of trying. It's just that that's the problem with Rebecca. It will take a little bit to close the game. It is what it is. Or for Queen, both decks just take forever to close the game. Now I could defend this because the problem is that if I take that damage, then I'm forced to and I misclick here. I don't know why I wasn't able to kill the law. I think I need the field spell. That's the reason why. But regardless of the fact, like I wasn't able to for both decks. It's just very hard for to get the cards going, right? And especially for Queen, it's just gonna take a long time if they remove your 9 drops and 10 drops, right? And I think my opponent did something incorrect here at like letting go of one of the 8 drops. I think this matchup you just don't discard any of the 9 drops or 10 drops. I think that was one of the biggest mistakes that he did, because I'm just gonna try to remove everything that you play, and vice versa. He's gonna try to remove everything that I do, unless he's completely flooded with those. But I mean, I feel like that's the case, right? Now I am trying to keep up the Luffy here, and I'm gonna use the Luffy's ability because it requires a very specific answer, and the answer that it requires is that like a Mihawk, and I do have to remove the blocker here because yeah. So he does have the Mihawk for what it's worth, and that's bad. But we drew another one. I could use the Luffy to remove it, but I don't have to. That's fine. He probably has another 2 of like big creatures, so I'm gonna have the time to do that. And if I play another Luffy on top of that one, then he might be able to just remove the Luffy on side, because I think that's his plan when he plays this leader. He wants to use the leader ability. I mean, use the big creatures to remove the Luffy or the big creatures. And he does Red Rock here. He plays a blocker. Blockers are really annoying for me. That is very true. I do kind of want to keep the Arlumbus, because it's a way to remove the cards out of my hand. The Sabo was amazing here because it's able to get rid of the extra cards that I have with the field spell. So that was really good for me. And I played the Orlumbus, even though it might die. My opponent has a lot of targets that they also want to kill. So I just have to overwhelm my opponent with targets, right? Now he uses the Sabo here. So he's okay with letting the 8-drop die, which I'm not entirely sure that's correct. But I'll take it. I'll do what I can. And he does force me to use the a removal, because if I don't kill every 8-drop on sight, it becomes difficult to win. Now I don't have anything else to play, so that's the disadvantage here. And I just try to deal the damage as I can, and just keep playing blockers, because blockers are really good. He could also attack with the Sanji, but the Sanji will die. That's the first one that I'm gonna attack. So okay, so he's forced to play the Mihawk. So that was the answer for the Luffy, I assume. And I do want to defend that one because I can use our Lumbus again and to KO the Mihawk. And I don't know why he's not destroying the Mihawk. But I'll take it. I'm not gonna attack with our Lumbus because that's just like giving him a free card to attack to either Luca or just discard from the hand because he's gonna draw a card with the Queen. So I mean, I don't need to attack with our Lumbus this turn. But I assume the next removal spell, and what I mean removal spell is one of the big creatures, is gonna be our Lumbus because I mean he's been getting me a lot of value for sure. But he plays blockers and a lot of blockers here, I think. And that's when it starts getting like a little bit complicated. But I have Luffy's, and it should be fine. And it should be fine to get over here. I definitely gonna block that one. I don't want to go to 2. Play the Luffy, get another swords, and destroy 2 blockers should be fine here. I have to just start doing that because I have a lot of cards in my graveyard, and I need to start recycling my deck because that's the only way that I can keep up going in this game. Now, next turn I will do the same with the second Luffy because I really don't have any other option. Unless he plays a big creature, but he didn't, so I should be fine here. Now, this is the thing about these long games. Well, at least on the simulator, sometimes you're gonna be like misclicking a little bit, but it is what it is. My opponent draws a card, I'll take it because I need cards. I don't have any counter power for what it's worth, and then I do the Luffy's ability. Now I misclick here and I'm not able to attack with the Luffy. I didn't want to leave it untapped because in this matchup leaving it on top, it doesn't do anything. It was just a misclick. I wanted to attack the blocker again because in case he plays this one, for example, like I get the value immediately, right? But at least I'm gonna get value with our Lumbus. I'm gonna KO something, and we keep going at that, right? We KO the Kaya, use their Lumbus so we can KO the other guy, and then at least we have a pressure piece here, and we get another Luffy. So we're not bad. We have a lot of blockers. He doesn't attack with like his blockers, so it's fine. I will block here. I play the Luffy, and this time I'm not gonna mess that up. But he should have blocked with the other 2. I think Boa is much better than the other 2, right? So a slight misplay here for my opponent. But again, it's been a game that it's been going for like 10 minutes at this point. So that's when like it's another stamina tester deck where you're just asking the opponent, when are you gonna make a mistake? And as soon as you do, that's when I get to punish you. And that's what it is. This kind of matchups are that way. He does get to KO a blocker here. But finally, some cards were able to start getting out of the range. Because now we can do our Lumbus, KO the blocker, and maybe restand attack the Yamato. There's different options that I can do. I can also do Gum trying to go for game, but I don't think I'm in a good spot to go for game. I just need to control the board a little bit more. I don't want to restand the Luffy because I don't think I get anything out of that this turn. But I do want to attack with everything that I can. Well, I'm sorry, you're gonna attack with that one only. Again, the same reason. He's just gonna draw an extra card if I do that one. So might as well do it this way. I have enough blockers. No, I have only the Sabo's blocker. And if he does have like a red rock, I could be in trouble. So I could have played another blocker here for what it's worth, so I don't just immediately die. But this works out in the end because this is the window that I was waiting for. Where I could just remove his whole board, and he makes a mistake. He attacks the Kairos. I think this is where it starts going downhill for him. because then I don't have to defend my anything else. I don't know why he went for Kairos. It must have been a misclick, maybe. Again, at this point, it's just like exhaustion starts taking place here, right? Then I just do Luffy, clear the board, and from here I just win the game. Because I do still have a Sabo. Oh, I misclick here on the card that I wanted to give it. And now I just have to resend the cards that I want from my deck. As long as I have a Luffy on rotation, it should be fine. And attack this one. Even though it's freeze, now he doesn't have any blockers, so any of these things don't matter to me anymore. He keeps playing creatures, but I think he just should be putting me to 0. It's the only way that he might be able to win. Because at this point, I can just win with the cards that I have on board. I don't need the Luffy anymore, because I have like a whiteboard and he needs to answer all of it. And I can just play the Rebecca, get a Sabo. I got a second Sabo, so I have blockers for days. And I get rid of the Gungam. I probably should have kept it because I can go for game next turn. But he plays so many blockers that I might as well also be good enough here. He does heal with the Yamato here, and he keeps attacking the wrong card. I don't understand if he doesn't understand that card doesn't do anything. Like, at least attack the Orlumbus. I don't know. I don't know if it's mental exhaustion after like a long game, but yeah, my opponent is doing some questionable plays here. Attack for 6, attack for 6, attack for 5. He must be running low on everything. It goes to 1. He needs to play an 8-drop to be able to do anything. Attack for 6. And he doesn't have anything here, but I can just put a blocker out and go for game next turn for sure. I could have attacked for like 9, but it's fine enough here this way. I can just attack for 6. He still didn't have the 2. I think my opponent did some like one mistake, which was the attacking of on the Kairos. I don't know if it was a misclicked. I was gonna out combo out of that attack anyway, but he should have been able to put me to 0 on that turn, for what it's worth. Okay, we have the field spell, so that's an easy keep. We use Rebecca's ability here, and we have another card that cannot die. The Swords is good, but like no dying by battle or card effects is very good. I mean, we can also play just the blocker here, and then use this ability again. Get a 2k counter. Just keep filling the graveyard. Right now, it's just gonna be really good for us. No blockers. Just do this one. Get rid of the cards on our hand. Just play this one. Play Kairos. Use ability, no target, and then use Rebecca. Let's get our Lumbus. Let him go. And this card is just gonna be a hassle for my opponent to deal with. Like, I don't even know how they do that. Just combo the no blocker, combo this one. If he doesn't attack with this one, he just dies, which is really good for me. Use this one to -4 this one to KO this one. Tap stage. Then let's play another Kairos, KO that one. Let him go. I'm not gonna attack because I don't wanna have to defend the Kairos, because he's gonna be able to maybe do a removal spell here, and I have to tap the Rebecca, and then they might be able to kill it by battle or by an effect. So yeah, I don't want to do that. And then from here, what does my opponent do? This card is gonna be a problem. I'll take it. We didn't play into the Isho, into the 8-drop, and now we KO this guy. Use the ability, get the Luffy back into the deck. And we KO this guy. And we attack with Kairos now. Now it is the time. And this deck doesn't use something like 10-drop Kairos, so I see very difficult for my opponent to actually come back here. Yeah, he kills my Orlumbus, but is that good enough? Definitely cannot KO that one, but I mean, we play Rebecca, get or 2K counter, 2, 4, 6, 7. I guess we play Sabo now, and we get to discard. I mean, if we're ever gonna KO that one, is with this one. We have 7 cards in hand, though. I mean, double King Kong is probably a way to KO this thing. And then we go 7, and we go 7. And we have a lot of cards that don't die by effects, so that's very good. And then we're going to attack the leader until he dies. And then we have removal for whatever he plays. This case will be the Kobe. I mean the Sabo. We just get to send it to the bottom. We block this one. We take this one. And we might be even able to KO the Kusan if he allows us. We'll see. At least our cards are protected, so that's very good. Oh, he's also decided on the second card to pitch, I think. Yeah, okay. Carp. We combo Akai, I guess. We'll take that one. So we do Swords. And then we do 7 a liter. $7 a liter. $7 a liter. Use Rebecca's ability, get the blocker. Let him go. Now my cards can be destroyed. But he played this one, which is fine with me. I just have to combo this one. He discarded my card. That's bad. But oh no. Okay, that was kind of unlucky here. I guess we just have to go for game. Attack for 9. And then go do the gum and attack for the remaining. Yeah, I mean, if I drew the Kairos, if I drew the Sabos, this matchup is not bad. But this card is scary for sure because it's difficult to remove. Even though I have a lot of removal, I have to save my combo so I can remove it in one turn. It's not that easy. All right, and for final thoughts on the deck, I think you just need to have a lot of mental acuteness with this deck, because it is a tiresome deck. There is a lot of triggers. I would advise to play slowly. Not to say that you should play slow play your opponent, but you should go through every trigger meticulously, because you're gonna have a lot of points of interaction with this deck. And if you miss one of them, then it's gonna start snowballing, and you have to be very clean with this deck when you play with it. But with that being said, that's all I have for today. Thank you all for watching, and have a good day.